News that matters. Fox 40 News at 5 starts now.
Thanks for being with us at 5 o'clock. I'm Eric Careyman.
And I'm Nikki Lorenzo. 5 weeks into the longest shutdown in U.S. history, President Trump announcing the government will reopen for now.
So what will and will not happen? Still talk about that border wall, but this time he is confident that things will quickly be negotiated.
I think we have a chance, yeah. I think we have a good chance. We're going to work with the Democrats, we're going to see. And if we can't do that, then we'll do, obviously, we're going to do the emergency.
So declaring a national emergency or shutting down the government once again are both possibilities the president mentioned if a deal cannot be hammered out. This news has furloughed federal employees breathing a sigh of relief, at least for now. Fox 40's Doug Johnson, of course, joining us now live. And Doug, you spoke to TSA workers who say they were really feeling the effects of this shutdown.
I certainly did, Nikki. And, you know, other employees that work for the federal government who work here at the John E. Moss Federal Building also glad to be getting paid today. But they do say they worry that Congress and the president may not work this all out in another 3 weeks.
Have your identification and boarding pass ready to present at the entrance of the checkpoint.
TSA workers at Sacramento International Airport are finally getting their paychecks.
It's a blessing. People can get back to normal.
Gary Holdsworth is lead TSA officer and vice president of Local 1230. He says the past 35 days were tough for many of his fellow officers.
People had to start thinking about paychecks and stress and what's going on, and it became, it became their life 24/7. What's up, Sam?
Thanks for the good job you're doing.
While his officers are in better spirits today, they know the government could shut down again in 3 weeks.
Of course, there's a little caveat that says February 15th, so that's going to hang in there.
We've got this 3 weeks. We should be able to find a way to keep our borders secure. Maybe we can even address some of the other immigration issues like the Dreamers, et cetera.
Democratic Congressman Omni Berra admits both sides will have to make compromises in order to avoid another shutdown, and he's willing to work with representatives from across the aisle.
And if part of that solution is a barrier, a wall, steel slats, a smart wall, which could be drone technology, sensors, et cetera, let's be open to whatever is the best way to do this.
But for now, Holdsworth is remaining optimistic Congress and the president will reach an agreement before the next deadline.
Let's not go through it again. You got 3 weeks. Solve it. Represent the people, not your party.
Now, we talked to TSA workers, but of course a lot of other people also in the same boat, including air traffic controllers, park rangers down in Yosemite, as well as many people, like I said, who work here in downtown Sacramento for the federal government, all of them paying very close attention to what's going on in Washington, D.C. over the next 3 weeks. Reporting live in downtown Sacramento tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Doug, thank you, and we'll stay on this topic moving forward here. This is a breakdown of today's deal and what it involves. Obviously, the biggest thing is the funding for the border wall is not included. So this does reopen all branches of the government that were shut down, and the president has promised retroactive pay is also included in this deal. So to reiterate here, no money included for the border wall, but the deal was reached with a promise to negotiate on border security measures and their funding within the next couple of weeks. The president says if no deal is reached by February the 15th, he'll either shut down the government again or consider a national emergency declaration.